For this week of Wild Women Wet Shaving, we're talking about Truefitt Hill. And actually, first we're going to talk about Truefitt, and then we'll talk about the hill. So, in Mayfair in 1805 in London, things were handsome, things were regal, things were posh. And in order to exude yourself as a posh gentleman, a man of the world, a man who is seen, you had to be well dressed, you had to have good hair, and first and foremost, you had to be groomed. Truefitt Barbershop was established in 1805 and thus making it the longest standing barbershop in the world. They hold Guinness Book of World Records. Yo, that's saying something. Before I carry on, welcome back to another episode of Wild Women Wet Shaving. First and foremost, go ahead and hit the subscription button, and then go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm doing new videos. Mayfair 1805 was a time for regal gentlemen to get dressed up, to be seen, to be lavish, to be expensive. And like I said earlier, you go to Truefitt in order to get grooming and barbering done at its utmost perfection. The gentlemen of London weren't going to be seen or smelling like yesterday's news. You were to be today's gentleman, to be part of today's history. You may know 1805, the very lavish bergamot, mandarin, lavender, sandalwood, scented fragrance of Truefitt Hill's company. Established and designed to be strong, to be masculine, to be at the forefront, and to be the pinnacle of society. There's luxury, there's Trafalgar, there's West Indies lime, and there's my personal favorite, sandalwood. Did you know that the hill of Truefitt Hill wasn't established and fully formed until 1935? So in 1935, a hairdresser by the company name of Edwin S. Hill & Co. joined leagues with Truefitt Hill to become a barbering and grooming fragrance shaving company, to be a conglomerate for gentlemen who are seeking the lavish, handsome exploration of masculinity. So kings, knights, sirs, lords, all of London from 1805 to today have been using Truefitt Hill in order to keep themselves established, to smelling good and to being the lads of the land. So, you know, Truefitt Hill has its history. I mean, almost 2 centuries of being at the top of their league. I mean, who else can we compare it to? So that's my little TED Talk on Truefitt Hill. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Wild Women Wet Shaving. I hope you learned a little tidbitty, and I hope you are having a fantastic and wonderful day. I'll see you next week for next week's episode of Wild Women Wet Shaving. Bye.